protest side. Harsha, if you can also talk to us about the orders which we believe have been passed by Kejriwal while he remains in ED lockup.
Samiksha, if you can repeat your question once again.
Harsha, if you can hear us, if you can talk to us more about what's happening at the location where you are reporting from, and also we believe there have been some orders passed by Arvind Kejriwal while he remains in ED lockup. Take us through those details.
Yes, Samiksha, so right now I'm inside the Delhi Assembly. As you can see, there are the pro-Kejriwal protests which has erupted inside Delhi Assembly as well. Now, Samiksha, Delhi Assembly is adjourned till 1st of April, till Monday. Delhi Assembly has been adjourned, but these are the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and workers who are inside the Delhi Assembly, where they are clearly stating that Arvind Kejriwal order passed inside the ED custody is a legit legal order, and they also state that Arvind Kejriwal is so concerned about the public of Delhi. Arvind Kejriwal is working from inside the custody as well, and there's no fabrication of letter. They also state that sooner or later there will be the win of Arvind Kejriwal. The entire Aam Aadmi Party will win, and therefore these visuals are speaking a lot as we see that the pro-Kejriwal protests have how they've erupted with the leaders wearing the t-shirts of Main Bhi Kejriwal inside the Delhi Assembly. And apart from Aam Aadmi Party leaders and MLA, several Karyakartas have now also engaged in these pro-Kejriwal protests inside the Delhi Assembly. Today we know that there's a very interesting hearing as well. Arvind Kejriwal is already in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate till tomorrow, and also a lot of questions were heard by the BJP leaders against Arvind Kejriwal for the corruption, and also our BJP leaders stated that the letter and the order issued by Arvind Kejriwal from inside the ED custody is fabricated. It is the cooked letter, and Enforcement Directorate is also investigating about the truth behind the order issued by Arvind Kejriwal, because there is no truth. Arvind Kejriwal is only meeting the lawyer and the family members. Then how is it possible that any government or letter could be signed from inside the custody and can be issued? So the truth behind the letter is already being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate. But yes, to that letter, Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party leaders are stating that is the work and dedication of Arvind Kejriwal, which Arvind Kejriwal has showcased towards the Janta of Delhi by working from inside the custody as well. And therefore, this session of the Delhi Assembly was also called for the presentation on the medical sector of national capital, also about the medicine and the preparedness in the government hospital. But today, the session couldn't even work for 1 minute. There was sloganeering, there was ruckus, there was chaotic scenes inside the Delhi Assembly. That is the reason why today Delhi Assembly now is adjourned till Monday, which is 1st of April. But will continuously stick to the protests and the visuals from inside the Assembly, as Aam Aadmi Party leaders are not leaving the premises of the Delhi Assembly. We can loud and clear hear only the sloganeering by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and the protests have erupted in a way. If you will see in a larger picture, the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are continuously following and shadowing the BJP MLAs, because BJP MLAs are also present here, where BJP MLAs are raising the voice of the resignation of Arvind Kejriwal. On one side there are BJP MLAs, on the other side there is visuals from inside, dramatic visuals from inside Delhi Assembly premises. We see now the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs have gherawed all the BJP MLAs, and they are shadowing BJP MLAs. This is what is being done inside the premises of the Delhi Assembly. One-on-one, all the BJP MLAs are being followed by Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, and Aam Aadmi Party MLAs are rushing behind the BJP MLAs. We'll take a word from the leader. Sir, आप लोगों को
झगड़ा करना चाह रहे हैं और हमें भ्रष्टाचारियों को बेनकाब करना ही हमारी जिम्मेदारी है।
सर, आप लोग एक-एक करके घेर रहे हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के लीडर। जैसे जैसे आप लोग बढ़ रहे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता आपका
जी।
पीछे से आपको शैडो कर रहे हैं।
ये गुंडागर्दी हो रही है यहाँ और चोरी और सीना चोरी, भ्रष्टाचार किया है, रिजाइन नहीं करेंगे, पद नहीं छोड़ेंगे और गुंडागर्दी करेंगे।
सर अभी भी हम लोग को देखने को मिल रहा है कि आम आदमी पार्टी so these are the visuals as we see how Aam Aadmi Party leaders are shadowing and we can see सर क्या करेंगे ये लोग आप
गुंडागर्दी की जा रही है, ये गुंडागर्दी हो रही है। ये देखो ये देखो ये देखो, ये गुंडागर्दी हो रही है और एक तो रिजाइन नहीं कर रहे, भ्रष्टाचार कर रहे हैं और ऊपर से गुंडागर्दी की जा रही है।
वीरेंद्र जी कोई एक्शन लिया जाएगा, कोई एक्शन?
ये गुंडागर्दी हो रही है और जबरदस्ती हमें घेरने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
These are the visuals from inside Delhi Assembly as Virendra was BJP MLA was continuously stating here that these are not the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, but rather they are the goons who are behaving like a goon, who are behaving. Aam Aadmi Party MLAs are behaving like goons here inside the Delhi Assembly. Let me tell you that many are MLAs, but there are few who are not even the MLAs, and that is the reason why one on one they are also shadowing the BJP MLAs. आप लोग अभी बीजेपी के विधायकों को शैडो कर रहे थे, वो कह रहे हैं कि गुंडागर्दी पे उतर आया आम आदमी पार्टी एमएलए।
वो भी प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं, हम लोग भी प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। अब आपने देखा जहां हम कर रहे थे वो आए क्यों? आप देख रहे हैं सबसे पहले यहाँ पर हम लोग कर रहे थे, वो उधर चले जाते, वो जानबूझ करके कॉन्फ्लिक्ट पैदा करने के लिए।
क्राइसिस में तो सबका अधिकार है ना प्रदर्शन करने का, आप ऐसे किसी को शैडो करेंगे तो वो गुंडागर्दी ही बोलेंगे।
पहले ही आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग हैं, वहाँ आप आ करके जो है जानबूझ करके लड़ाई झगड़ा करना चाहते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग, ये तो शोभा नहीं देती, ये बात ठीक तो नहीं है।
कि आम आदमी पार्टी अपनी इतनी पॉलिटिक्स पे इतना नीचे उतर आई है कि आप शैडो करिए, धक्का मुक्की पे उतर आए हैं, ये कह रहे हैं बीजेपी ने।
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आप जानबूझ करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग जहां आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं उधर आ रहे हैं और वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट पैदा करना चाहते हैं। इनका उल्टा चोर कोतवाल के डांटे, खुद जो है ये शराब माफियाओं से, शराब के कुछ लोगों को, शराब बेचने वालों से चंदा ले लेते हैं, उनको टिकट देते हैं और एक ईमानदार व्यक्ति को, काम करने वाले व्यक्ति को, ईमानदार सरकार चलाने वाले अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल में।
गुंडागर्दी के एलिगेशन उनके आप खंडन करें कि गुंडागर्दी उस पे नहीं उतरा है कोई आम आदमी
पार्टी। लोग सब जानते हैं कि अपनी राजनीति के लिए दंगा कौन कराता है, लोगों को कत्लेआम कौन कराता है, गुंडागर्दी कौन कराता है देश में, बसों को कौन फूकता है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग जानते हैं। आज भी वही कर रहे थे वो।
So I would like to stick to the visuals. These are the visuals of Aam Aadmi Party MLA, but now BJP MLAs have moved towards the Gandhi statue. As we can see, now BJP MLAs have moved towards Gandhi statue after the ruckus and chaos and the and how the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs were continuously pushing the BJP MLAs. After that, now BJP MLAs have now came to the Gandhi statue. Now the MLAs are now standing beneath Gandhi statue where they are protesting with the placards in their hand. These are the visuals from inside the premises of the Delhi Assembly, and the BJP MLAs also continuously stated that Kejriwal is indeed diving into the corruption, the allegation of the PMLA and the kickbacks he received in the Delhi liquor excise policy is the evidence with the enforcement directorate, and that is the reason why he's in the custody of the enforcement directorate, and now he should give the resignation from the designation of CM as well. Now we see here on the one side Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, on the other side these BJP MLAs sloganeering with placards in their hand. This clearly indicates that how the politics is continuous, a political war of words, not only political war of words, but they are the dramatic and chaotic scenes in the Delhi right now. Every day it's Aam Aadmi Party protests in favor of Kejriwal, but now today the protest by the BJP MLAs also against Kejriwal and against his being on the CM designation. Now the demand of the Arvind Kejriwal to resign from the designation of the CM is gearing up in national capital, and that though by the BJP MLAs only. They are continuously stating by sloganeering Kejriwal chor hai. This is their campaign. There is sloganeering because they are stating that there are strong evidence against Arvind Kejriwal, and no one now can save Arvind Kejriwal for going behind the bars, and he has no right to run the government from the ED custody, and the orders which are being issued are illegal and fabricated. Sir, अंदर से ED custody से जो अरविंद केजरीवाल ऑर्डर इशू कर रहे हैं उस पर बहुत सवाल खड़ा हो रहा है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
इलीगल है, ड्रामेटिक है और बेसलेस है और उसका कोई लॉजिक नहीं है, वो कोई उसकी लीगैलिटी नहीं है, अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है। ये सिर्फ लोगों का ध्यान हटाने के लिए भ्रष्टाचार के मामले में जेल में है, लोगों को इमोशनली ब्लैकमेल करने की कोशिश करना। 9-9.5 साल तक वो दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री रहे। मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, यमुना का एक कतरा भी वो साफ नहीं कर पाए। दिल्ली के जल बोर्ड में कंटेमिनेटेड वाटर आता है, लोग प्यासे मर रहे हैं। दिल्ली के अंदर स्कूलों की हालत खराब है, अस्पतालों में दवाई नहीं है, और आज आप एक दिन में अंदर जाकर नौटंकी करके लोगों को गुमराह करना चाहते हैं।
ऑर्डर पर तो आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता ये कह रहे हैं कि वो जेल से अंदर है क्योंकि बहुत चिंतित हैं, दिल्ली की जनता को लेकर के बहुत व्यथित है, इसीलिए जेल के अंदर से भी काम कर रहे हैं। एक अच्छा गवर्नेंस का प्रतीक है ये आम आदमी पार्टी, ऐसा तो ये कह रहे हैं।
पूरा आम आदमी पार्टी पूरी बैड गवर्नेंस की प्रतीक है, और इन्होंने लोगों के साथ चीटिंग की है। शराब के घोटाले में शराब की दुकानें जिस तरह से खोली गई और लोगों ने उसका विरोध किया, और उसके बदले में 100 करोड़ का तो मामला पकड़ा गया है। उप मुख्यमंत्री 1 साल से ज्यादा हो गए जेल में है। तो ये तो सब दिखावा है, नौटंकी है, और ये एक तरह की पोस्चरिंग है।
So this is the reaction coming in from the BJP leaders, where they're stating that the order which has been issued by Arvind Kejriwal is the fabricated one, and soon the reality of the letter will come out as ED is also investigating. But these are the scenes from inside the premises of the Delhi Assembly. I'll ask my camera person Surinder Rawat to show you, and we'll focus on the visual now. The protest by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders is now concluded. Now the assembly is now will be vacated soon, because as the Delhi Assembly has been adjourned till Monday, which is 1st of the April, but the visuals on our screen, more and more security forces deployed, because as BJP leaders were saying that they were continuously being shadowed by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and also there was a goon attitude with which BJP MLAs also stated that the Aam Aadmi Party leaders were not only pushing but they were behaving like goons inside the Delhi Assembly, and therefore action must be taken, and that is the reason why more and more forces have now been deployed and heightened inside the Delhi Assembly. The visuals on our screen, both the parties protesting as Aam Aadmi Party leaders continuously stating that Arvind Kejriwal should be outside the bars and not inside the custody, and they're also stating that ED has no evidence against Kejriwal. On the other side, BJP MLA stating that Arvind Kejriwal should resign from the post of the CM. These are the visuals from inside Delhi Assembly, as I am reporting exclusively for Republic inside the Delhi Assembly. We are getting you all the visuals and the voices of both the parties. Back to you.
Harsha, stay with us. In fact, let's listen into a statement that's coming from Arvind Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, as she addressed the media.
नमस्कार। कल शाम मैं जेल में अरविंद जी से मिलने गई। उन्हें डायबिटीज है, शुगर लेवल ठीक नहीं चल रहे, लेकिन निश्चय दृढ़ है। 2 दिन पहले उन्होंने दिल्ली की जल मंत्री आतिशी जी को संदेश भेजा था कि लोगों की पानी और सीवर की समस्याओं का समाधान किया जाए। बताइए क्या गलत किया? लोगों की समस्याओं का समाधान तो होना ही चाहिए। इस बात पर भी केंद्र सरकार ने आपके सीएम पर केस कर दिया। क्या ये लोग दिल्ली को तबाह करना चाहते हैं? क्या ये लोग चाहते हैं कि लोग अपनी समस्याओं से जूझते रहें? इस बात से अरविंद जी को बेहद पीड़ा हुई है। अरविंद जी ने मुझे एक बात और कही। इस सो कॉल्ड शराब घोटाले की जांच में ईडी ने पिछले 2 साल में 250 से ज्यादा रेड मार लिए। वो इस सो कॉल्ड शराब घोटाले का पैसा ढूंढ रहे हैं। अभी तक किसी भी रेड में 1 पैसा नहीं मिला। मनीष जी के यहां रेड मारी, संजय सिंह जी के यहां रेड मारी, सत्येंद्र जैन जी के यहां रेड मारी, 1 भी पैसा नहीं मिला। हमारे यहां रेड मारी, मात्र 73,000 रुपए मिले। तो वो इस सो कॉल्ड शराब घोटाले का पैसा है कहां? अरविंद जी ने कहा है कि इसका खुलासा वे 28 मार्च को कोर्ट के सामने करेंगे। सारे देश को सच सच बताएंगे कि इस सो कॉल्ड शराब घोटाले का पैसा है कहां, उसका सबूत भी देंगे। अरविंद जी बहुत सच्चे, देशभक्त, निडर और साहसी व्यक्ति हैं। उनकी लंबी आयु, सेहत और सफलता की कामना करना। उन्होंने कहा है, मेरा शरीर जेल में है लेकिन आत्मा आप सबके बीच है। आंखें बंद करो, मुझे अपने आसपास महसूस करोगे। जय हिंद।
And with that, we are heading into a short break. Live and breaking to continue on the other side. Latest on Bengaluru cafe blast probe as NI raids at 5 locations in connection with the blast probe.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
डीएमके और कांग्रेस टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन है। डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है बिग करप्शन। डीएमके और कांग्रेस का मतलब है वन फैमिली रूल।
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है। हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं।
इंडी अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है। मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा।
Good evening and welcome viewers. The question I want to begin with tonight is whether all public servants
Hello and welcome. You're watching Live and Breaking with me, Gini Nirula. First, let's listen to our top headlines. Home Minister Amit Shah makes big announcements as centre mulling to revoke AFSPA in Jammu and Kashmir. Armed forces to be pulled out from internal security duties in Kashmir. After Rekha Patra, Krishna Nagar candidate Amrita Roy gets Prime Minister's call. Prime Minister tells her all black money seized by ED will come back to the poor Bengal. Delhi High Court hears Kejriwal's plea seeking his release from ED. Republic accesses petition that says his arrest is violative of rights. Delhi High Court warns AAP over plans to protest at court complexes, says if someone stops common people, there will be very severe consequences. Kannada Minister Shivraj Tangadagi booked for his lab students and youths who chant Modi slogans. Mafia Don Shah Jahan Sheikh's brother Shiraj summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. The news just coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. According to media reports, Home Minister Amit Shah has hinted that the central government could be willing to revoke the controversial Armed Forces Special Powers Act in Jammu and Kashmir. While speaking to local media channel, Amit Shah said that the centre also has plans to pull back troops and leave the LNO responsibility solely to the Jammu and Kashmir police. Let's listen in to what Home Minister Amit Shah had to say.
जम्मू कश्मीर में धारा 370 की आड़ में अलगाववादी विचार को एक विचारधारा बनाकर जम्मू कश्मीर के युवाओं को आतंक के रास्ते पर घसीट दिया गया, जिसका पाकिस्तान ने दुरुपयोग किया और जम्मू कश्मीर में 40,000 से ज़्यादा युवा विगत 4 दशक में मारे गए। आज जम्मू कश्मीर शांति की ओर आगे बढ़ा है, टेररिज्म खत्म हो रहा है, 2 दरबार की परंपरा समाप्त हो चुकी है, पत्थरबाजी लगभग नहीं जीरो हो चुकी है, भ्रष्टाचार रोकने के लिए एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो बन चुका है, जनता का पैसा जनता के पास पहुंच रहा है, पठानकोट की नाका परमिट समाप्त हो चुकी है। 33 साल के बाद आज जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम रात्रि के शो में भी सिनेमा में पिक्चर का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं। 30 साल के बाद मुहर्रम का जुलूस निकला है और G20 का आयोजन दुनिया भर के लोग कश्मीर में होते हुए बदलाव को देख कर गए हैं। तो बहुत समय के बाद, लगभग 35 साल के बाद, जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता आज शांति का माहौल का अनुभव कर रही है, विकास इनके घर तक पहुंचा है और आतंकवाद से आगे निकलकर हर घर तिरंगा हो या फार्मूला 4 कार रेसिंग हो या लाल चौक पर तिरंगा फहराना हो, अमरनाथ यात्रा में 4.5 लाख लोग का यात्रियों का आना हो और जम्मू कश्मीर में कुल मिलाकर एक साल में 2 करोड़ 10 लाख यात्री आना हो। ये सारी चीज़ें जम्मू कश्मीर में नए बदलाव की शुरुआत है। युवाओं को रोजगारी मिल रही है और मैं आगे बताऊंगा हर व्यक्ति को इसका फायदा मिला है।
Joining us is my colleague Gursimran from Jammu. Gursimran, we were just listening to Home Minister Amit Shah. He has hinted that the AFSPA will be revoked and the armed forces could be withdrawn from Jammu and Kashmir. What does this mean for the state?
See, this is one of the key steps, one of the big steps if taken post-abrogation of Article 370 and 35 alpha, because removal of AFSPA means that the law and order situation will come back to Jammu and Kashmir police. It will be the Jammu and Kashmir police only, not the paramilitary force or the Indian Army deployment to tackle the law and order situation. And this comes, it is only possible, though the demands they have been raised in the last 1 decade also, because it's been 3.5 decades that AFSPA was established in Jammu and Kashmir. It was on the 5th of September 1990 when the notification was issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs for establishment of Armed Forces Special Power Act, which provides the security forces operating in Jammu and Kashmir with some of the special powers. But now Home Minister has hinted that the government is reviewing the AFSPA in Jammu and Kashmir, and if the AFSPA goes, this is going to be one of the major steps taken post abrogation of Article 370, because this will prove that the law and order situation has improved to such an extent that there is no need of the extra powers to the forces that are operating in Jammu and Kashmir, and the Jammu and Kashmir remains to be no more the disturbed state tag that comes with the AFSPA. So that also goes along with the AFSPA, and we have seen that time and again in 2011, as per the claims of the National Conference, they made the claim, but Anurag Thakur, the Union Minister, he has set the record straight, saying that in 2011, the people, they was when they came to hoist tricolor in Jammu and Kashmir, they were jailed. That was the situation in 2011, and now when the Home Minister is speaking, he's speaking with the facts and the situation on ground, that it is the situation that has been improved by the steps of the Modi government, and now is the high time that the government is reconsidering that the AFSPA be removed. So that is something very important that has come from the Union Home Minister, and it is being welcomed from all walks of the society. See, no one is against this step of the government. This is being welcomed because it means that the situation has improved on ground and the people are living peacefully in Jammu and Kashmir.
Right, Gursimran. Now we know that internal security would be given to the Jammu and Kashmir police forces. Do we have any details as to when this will be revoked, whether it will be revoked in phases or it is going to happen after the elections or before the elections?
See, the timeline is yet to be given by the Union Home Ministry, but one thing is very clear, that it is, since the Model Code of Conduct is in place soon after the MCC ends, that is on June 6th, there will be preparations for the upcoming Amarnath Yatra that will start by the end of the June, and it will go on till 19th of August. After that, the Jammu and Kashmir has the assembly elections. This all the phase, the general elections, the Amarnath Yatra and also the assembly election, they see a huge deployment of the paramilitary forces. So what is expected is that during this time the review will take place and then a decision will come. But since this is a decision that needs all the comprehensive review by the all stakeholders, be it the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Indian Army, the CRPF, paramilitary forces, be it ITBP and the others. So after comprehensive review of the situation, then the decision will be taken.
Right, Gursimran, stay with us. We have a couple of reactions coming in from Anurag Thakur and Kavinder Gupta. Let's listen in to those.
1947 जम्मू कश्मीर को जख्म देने का काम कांग्रेस ने किया जब आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को लागू किया। नक्सलवाद बढ़ा, अलगाववाद बढ़ा और यहां पर 45,000 से ज्यादा लोगों की मृत्यु हुई। अनुच्छेद 370 35A को हटाकर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जम्मू कश्मीर में विकास के रास्तों को खोला है। यहां पर सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से लोग अपने आप को और सुरक्षित महसूस करते हैं। यहां स्पोर्ट्स से लेकर सिनेमा खुलने तक का काम हुआ। यहां पे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पहले से ज्यादा आनी शुरू हुई और आर्म्ड फोर्सेस स्पेशल पावर्स एक्ट तब जरूरत पड़ती थी जब यहां पर आतंकवाद था। अब उसमें काफी कमी आई है और ये तब आई जब नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने एक के बाद दूसरा कदम उठाया है। माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने ठीक कहा, जिस तरह से जम्मू कश्मीर तेजी के साथ और सुरक्षित हो रहा है और यहां पे निवेश आ रहा है, 2 करोड़ से ज्यादा टूरिस्ट यहां पर आए हैं और यहां पर स्पोर्ट्स सिनेमा से लेकर C20 कल्चर 20 की G20 के अंतर्गत बैठक होना, ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि जम्मू कश्मीर तेजी के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है और अब भविष्य में वो समय आ जाएगा जब AFSPA को हटा दिया जाए।
गृह मंत्री जी की इंटरव्यू में जिस प्रकार से ये बात आई है तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि पहले 5 अगस्त 2019 के बाद जिस प्रकार से धारा 370 को हटा करके उस प्रकार के हालात बनाए गए ताकि जो आर्म्ड फोर्सेस हैं या सुरक्षा बल हैं उनको सभी को तभी हटाया जाना संभव था जबकि हालात सुधर जाएं। आज कश्मीर में स्थितियां बदली हैं और पत्थरबाजी, अलगाववाद, आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार, इन सभी पर लगाम लगी है। तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि भारत सरकार सोचती है और कश्मीर जिस प्रकार से पहले एक जन्नत जिसको कहा जाता था, लेकिन कुछ स्थानीय लोगों ने, हुर्रियत, जमायत इस्लाम, कुछ राजनीतिक पार्टियां जो हमेशा हालात खराब करने का प्रयास करती थी, आज भी करती हैं, तो आज उनके मुंह पर यह तमाचा है कि हमने उसी समय इसका ऐलान किया है कि जब हालात हमने सुधारे हैं तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि आने वाले समय में AFSPA को समाप्त किया जाएगा और धीरे धीरे सभी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस हैं वो अपने बैरक्स में जाएंगे।
Meanwhile, NC leader Sheikh Bashir says it was Omar Abdullah who demanded the removal of AFSPA in the valley.
विचार कर रहे हैं, विचार करते करते हो सकता है उनका ख्याल आए कि ना हटाएं। अगर हटाते हैं तो ये लोगों के हित की बात है, लोगों को राहत मिलेगी और वो तो नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का बहुत पुराना इशू था कि भाई इसको हटाया जाना चाहिए।
जब आप कहते हैं कि अच्छी बात है हटाया जाए तो तब आप ये भी मानेंगे कि फिर सिचुएशन सिक्योरिटी की जो है वो इम्प्रूव हुई है, पत्थरबाजी कम हुई, टेरर इंसिडेंट्स में कमी आई है, तभी इसका बेस बन पाया?
ये गवर्नमेंट खुद कह रही है कि सब कुछ ठीक है, तो जब सब कुछ ठीक है तो फिर सोचना क्या है, हटा दो।
नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस मानती है कि जो पीस है वो प्रिवेल हुई है?
पीस गवर्नमेंट के नज़र में है, हम अपने हिसाब से देख रहे हैं कि वो जिस तरह लोगों को पीस लगता है वो है नहीं, लेकिन अगर वो समझते हैं कि इसको हटाया जाना चाहिए तो एक गवर्नमेंट के लोगों के हित की बात है, इसे हटा देना चाहिए।
उसके साथ साथ अमित शाह की तरफ से ये भी कहा गया है कि मोदी सरकार की तरफ से एक लंबा प्लान रखा गया है जम्मू कश्मीर को डेवलपमेंट का, जिसमें कि एक रोड मैप पूरा तैयार किया गया है जो मोदी 3.0 में भी इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाएगा।
वो अगली सदी का प्रोग्राम होगा। पिछले 5 साल से तो सुन रहे हैं, वो प्रोग्राम कहीं पहुंचा नहीं। ये जो नया प्लान है कोई अगली सदी के लिए बनाया होगा तो पता नहीं, जिस वक्त सामने आएगा तो उस पर कमेंट करेंगे।
धारा 370 की आड़ में अलगाववादी विचार को एक विचारधारा बनाकर जम्मू कश्मीर के युवाओं को आतंक के रास्ते पर घसीट दिया गया, जिसका पाकिस्तान ने दुरुपयोग किया और जम्मू कश्मीर में 40,000 से ज़्यादा युवा विगत 4 दशक में मारे गए। आज जम्मू कश्मीर शांति की ओर आगे बढ़ा है, टेररिज्म खत्म हो रहा है, 2 दरबार की परंपरा समाप्त हो चुकी है, पत्थरबाजी लगभग नहीं 0 हो चुकी है, भ्रष्टाचार रोकने के लिए एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो बन चुका है, जनता का पैसा जनता के पास पहुंच रहा है, पठानकोट की नाका परमिट समाप्त हो चुकी है। 33 साल के बाद आज जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम रात्रि के शो में भी सिनेमा में पिक्चर का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं। 30 साल के बाद मुहर्रम का जुलूस निकला है और G20 का आयोजन दुनिया भर के लोग कश्मीर में होते हुए बदलाव को देखकर गए हैं। तो बहुत समय के बाद, लगभग 35 साल के बाद जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता आज शांति का माहौल का अनुभव कर रही है, विकास इनके घर तक पहुंचा है और आतंकवाद से आगे निकलकर हर घर तिरंगा हो या फॉर्मूला 4 कार रेसिंग हो या लाल चौक पर तिरंगा फहराना हो, अमरनाथ यात्रा में 4.5 लाख लोग का यात्रियों का आना हो और जम्मू कश्मीर में कुल मिलाकर 1 साल में 2 करोड़ 10 लाख यात्री आना हो। ये सारी चीज़ें जम्मू कश्मीर में नए बदलाव की शुरुआत है। युवाओं को रोजगारी मिल रही है और मैं आगे बताऊंगा हर व्यक्ति को इसका फायदा मिला है।
Shifting focus to top rap from across the country. As per notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, IPS Sadanand Vasant has been appointed as Director General of National Investigation Agency and IPS Piyush Anand appointed as Director General of the National Disaster Response Force. As Delhi sets eye on High Court hearing of Arvind Kejriwal's plea, his wife Sunita Kejriwal addressed media today stating that there was nothing wrong with the letter sent by Kejriwal to Atishi. The Delhi High Court is set to consider the petition filed by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal challenging his arrest by the ED in the Delhi liquor policy scam. The case will also be scheduled for a hearing before Justice Swarna Kant Sharma's bench. The Central Election Committee of the Congress Party will hold a meet in Delhi to finalize candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Congress aims to carefully balance and finalize the remaining seats with their candidates. BJP President JP Nadda has officially requested clarification from Dilip Ghosh regarding his comments about Mamata Banerjee. In response, Dilip Ghosh has stated that he will be sending a letter to address the notice. Now, an explosion occurred outside a Gurdwara in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir, causing panic among local residents. No injuries were reported. Police, army personnel and forensic experts visited the spot immediately after the incident was reported. Initial findings suggest that the blast resulted from suspected terrorists throwing a Chinese grenade.
A low-intensity Chinese grenade explosion took place in the Poonch town late last night. The explosion was reported at around 11:15 late last night, very near to the government hospital in the Poonch district. Soon after which, the security forces, including the Jammu and Kashmir Police, CRPF and the Indian Army, rushed to the spot and cordoned the entire area. From the spot, the lever of the grenade was not recovered so far, but the traces of the splinters were found on the walls and the nearby places, after which the security agencies are able to establish that it could be a Chinese grenade that was used to carry out this explosion. This comes 10 days after twin explosion of a similar nature that took place in the Bathuni village of the Rajouri, and that too at the night hours. Now the security agencies are trying to access the CCTV footages of the nearby area to nab the terrorists, those who are behind this. With Sarjeevan Kumar, Gursimran Singh for Public Media Network.
Time to slip in a very short break. Coming up after the break, NIA raids at 5 locations in Bengaluru's Cafe Blast probe. NIA sleuths quiz those suspected to be in touch with bombers. Lokayukta raids underway at 60 locations in 13 districts across Karnataka. This and much more after a very short break. Stay tuned, viewers.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Now, the thing about sexism, like corruption, is that there are no grays. You cannot come out with a haphazard excuse to defend a publicly made disgusting sexist remark about a woman and then slither away and endorse it through collective silence. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what the Vadra Congress and the Vadra Gandhi family seem to be doing. For decades, the Congress party has tried to own the space of women in politics, presented and positioned themselves politically as the owners and beacons of hope for women in Indian politics just because Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister and Sonia Gandhi became Congress President. So they said, because people from the Vadra Gandhi family and women from the Vadra Gandhi family have reached certain positions because of their
Well, breaking news just coming in that 5 MLAs are to resign over ticket fiasco. These 5 MLAs have threatened to meet Speaker and resign over Kolar ticket to KH Muniappa's relative. 5 MLAs, including a sitting minister, MC Sudhakar. The allegation that the Congress High Command took their opinion but did not heed to their demand. These 5 MLAs are, of course, unhappy, and there's allegation that the Congress High Command took their opinion but did not heed to their demand. There's huge rebellion in Congress. And 5 MLAs are to resign over ticket fiasco. These 5 MLAs have threatened to meet Speaker and resign over the Kolar seat to KH Muniappa's relative. These 5 MLAs include a sitting minister, MC Sudhakar. News just coming in that 5 MLAs have resigned over ticket fiasco, and they have threatened to meet the Speaker and resign over Kolar ticket to KH Muniappa's relative. We are trying to connect to our reporter to get us the latest details and if we know of the names of these 5 MLAs. Now, this is, of course, a big blow to Congress. 5 Karnataka MLAs are set to quit over ticket fiasco. Yet another news coming in again from Karnataka. The Karnataka Minister Shivaraj Tangadagi has been booked. An FIR is lodged against him over slap youths who chant Modi, Modi slogans remarks. Remember, viewers, a couple of days ago he was addressing a public meet wherein he had said that youth who chant Modi, Modi slogans should be slapped. And now an FIR has been lodged against him. My colleague Prajwal is joining us on the phone line. Prajwal, now news has just come in that Karnataka Minister Shivaraj Tangadagi has been booked and FIR has been lodged against his derogatory remarks against Prime Minister Modi. Take us through the details.
FIR has been registered in Karnataka at the Gangavati police station in Koppal under IPC sections 171C, 171F and 505 of Section 1 under Section B as well for trying to incite 2 groups into violence and intimidating one of them to hit the other 2, and therefore it is being stated that action will have to be taken. Now, as he is a people's representative, this will again have to be taken to the People's Representative Court as well, because he's also been booked under the People's Representative Act of 1951, where a case was registered by the BJP legal cell with the State Election Commission, and a complaints report will also have to be filed shortly by the State Election Commission, and the report will have to be submitted to the CEC too. So all said and done, now we are looking at the sort of at the sort of developments that is going on. The BJP states that they will be taking this case in the legal way, and they will also be protesting against this minister if he is not sacked from Siddaramaia's cabinet.
Right, Prajwal, thanks for those details. It remains to be seen what action will be taken against him. Meanwhile, it's time to get you the latest news from across the country. Ahead of Loksabha polls, BJP has released the list of campaigners for the party candidates in Madhya Pradesh. The list includes 40 names who will be the star campaigner for the party. Days after former Telangana governor filed her Lok Sabha nomination from South Chennai, Tamilisai started her election campaign from Coimbatore in Chennai. Tamilisai said under the BJP government, our country is in development mode.
First, I want to reveal the development practically. I took vada from a roadside shop. Owner is a women empowerment, and payment was by digital. So this is the development we all were dreaming. So no words to say about that. Everything practically revealed. This itself says we have to vote for Lotus because the development has reached the downtrodden level, to the street level, to the marginalized people, to the women. So I'm really very happy. So there is no anything I have to propagate. Everything is revealed here. Honorable Modi ji has reached to this level. Women empowerment, digital payment, everything is there. Our country is on development mode, so people will definitely vote for Lotus.
On contesting from Virudunagar Assembly constituency, the DK candidate Vijayan Prabhakaran said he has taken this opportunity as a challenge, and the party's success rate along with its alliance AIADMK is good.
I am looking forward to contest this election I have taken this opportunity as a challenge in my life. I am looking forward to take up this election for the future of my party and the belief of my party members. And now we have a strong alliance with us. ADMK has joined with us. Since both parties are together, I am seeing the success rate is good in our side.
BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari lashed out at TMC government, saying that they are violating the Model Code of Conduct. The BJP leader alleged that TMC removed Prime Minister Modi's picture from across the state and have put up thousands of posters of Mamata Banerjee. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will start his poll campaigning in 15 districts starting today. Chief Minister Yogi will be covering Mathura, Meerut and Ghaziabad in coming 5 days. Time to slip into a very short break. Coming up on the other side, NIA raids at 5 locations in Bengaluru cafe blast probe. NIA sleuths quiz those suspected to be in touch with the bomber. Lokayukta raids underway at 60 locations in 13 districts across Karnataka.
दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी भाषा तमिल भाषा हिंदुस्तान की है। मैं दुनिया को बताना चाहता हूं, सबसे पुरानी भाषा का गर्व प्राप्त है, वो मेरी तमिल भाषा है।
Tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who've taken great care of me.
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है, हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं।
इंडिया अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है। मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा। कांग्रेस को जब से कर्नाटका में मौका मिला है तो इन्होंने कर्नाटका को अपना एटीएम बना दिया है।
Home Minister Amit Shah makes big announcements as centre mulling to revoke AFSPA in Jammu and Kashmir. Armed forces to be pulled out from internal security duties in Kashmir. Arvind Kejriwal's wife Sunita Kejriwal addresses media again from Chief Minister's chair. Says Chief Minister will produce evidence on March 28th. After Rekha Patra, Krishnanagar candidate Amrita Roy gets Prime Minister's call. Prime Minister tells her all black money seized by ED will come back to the poor of Bengal. Sources say CBI to seek Arvind Kejriwal's custody after the Enforcement Directorate in the excise policy case. Huge blow to MBA after issuing ultimatum. Prakash Ambedkar to contest elections alone announces VBA's candidates list. Now, news just coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. According to media reports, Home Minister Amit Shah has hinted that the central government could be willing to revoke the controversial Armed Forces Special Powers Act in Jammu and Kashmir. While speaking to a local media channel, Amit Shah said that the centre also has plans to pull back troops and leave the LNO responsibility solely to the Jammu and Kashmir police. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
370 की आड़ में अलगाववादी विचार को एक विचारधारा बनाकर जम्मू कश्मीर के युवाओं को आतंक के रास्ते पर घसीट दिया गया, जिसका पाकिस्तान ने दुरुपयोग किया और जम्मू कश्मीर में 40,000 से ज़्यादा युवा विगत 4 दशक में मारे गए। आज जम्मू कश्मीर शांति की ओर आगे बढ़ा है, टेररिज्म खत्म हो रहा है, 2 दरबार की परंपरा समाप्त हो चुकी है, पत्थरबाजी लगभग नहीं 0 हो चुकी है, भ्रष्टाचार रोकने के लिए एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो बन चुका है, जनता का पैसा जनता के पास पहुंच रहा है, पठानकोट की नाका परमिट समाप्त हो चुकी है। 33 साल के बाद आज जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम रात्रि के शो में भी सिनेमा में पिक्चर का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं। 30 साल के बाद मुहर्रम का जुलूस निकला है और G20 का आयोजन दुनिया भर के लोग कश्मीर में होते हुए बदलाव को देखकर गए हैं। तो बहुत समय के बाद, लगभग 35 साल के बाद, जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता आज शांति का माहौल का अनुभव कर रही है, विकास इनके घर तक पहुंचा है और आतंकवाद से आगे निकलकर हर घर तिरंगा हो या फॉर्मूला 4 कार रेसिंग हो या लाल चौक पर तिरंगा फहराना हो, अमरनाथ यात्रा में 4.5 लाख लोग का यात्रियों का आना हो और जम्मू कश्मीर में कुल मिलाकर एक साल में 2 करोड़ 10 लाख यात्री आना हो। ये सारी चीज़ें जम्मू कश्मीर में नए बदलाव की शुरुआत है। युवाओं को रोजगारी मिल रही है और मैं आगे बताऊंगा हर व्यक्ति को इसका फायदा मिला है।
1947 जम्मू कश्मीर को जख्म देने का काम कांग्रेस ने किया जब आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को लागू किया। नक्सलवाद बढ़ा, अलगाववाद बढ़ा और यहां पर 45,000 से ज्यादा लोगों की मृत्यु हुई। अनुच्छेद 370-35A को हटाकर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जम्मू कश्मीर में विकास के रास्तों को खोला है। यहां पर सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से लोग अपने आप को और सुरक्षित महसूस करते हैं। यहाँ स्पोर्ट्स से लेके सिनेमा खुलने तक का काम हुआ। यहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पहले से ज्यादा आनी शुरू हुई और आर्म्ड फोर्सेस स्पेशल पावर्स एक्ट तब जरूरत पड़ती थी जब यहाँ पर आतंकवाद था। अब उसमें काफी कमी आई है और ये तब आई जब नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने एक के बाद दूसरा कदम उठाया है। माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने ठीक कहा, जिस तरह से जम्मू कश्मीर तेजी के साथ और सुरक्षित हो रहा है और यहाँ पे निवेश आ रहा है, 2 करोड़ से ज्यादा टूरिस्ट यहाँ पर आए हैं और यहाँ पर स्पोर्ट्स सिनेमा से लेकर C20 कल्चर 20 की G20 के अंतर्गत बैठक होना, ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि जम्मू कश्मीर तेजी के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है और अब भविष्य में वो समय आ जाएगा जब AFSPA को हटा दिया जाए।
And more news break coming in. This one from the state of Karnataka, where more defections are happening by the day. 5 MLAs, as we understand, are likely to resign over ticket fiasco. The MLAs, as we understand, have threatened to meet Speaker and resign over Kolar seat. 5 MLAs also includes a sitting minister, MC Sudhakar. Allegation that Congress High Command took their opinion but did not heed to their demand. Let's go across to Prajwal, who's joining us live right now. Prajwal, more defections, more dissent within the Karnataka Congress. Once again, if you can tell us what has been happening in Karnataka Congress unit and how is the state Congress even planning to keep the flock together?
Samiksha, right now we are outside here at the Vijayan Saudha, outside the Speaker's office. In fact, the private secretary of the Speaker's office. We are seeing that 2 Congress MLA, 1 Congress MLC and yet another Congress minister have come in now to tender their resignation. We are outside the office of Mahesh Karjagi, who is the private secretary to the Speaker, UT Khadir as well. And it is now being understood that Minister Mr. Bhairathi Suresh is also coming now to go ahead and quell the dissidents. We are also seeing a massive security deployment out here as the Congress MLAs have threatened to resign over the differences in the Kolar Loksabha seat as well. So therefore now on the instructions of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, we are receiving information that Mr. Bhairathi Suresh has come in here to solve the dissidents. So it's a massive ruckus which is broken out here as well, because remember that there had been a lot of lobbying for the Kolar Lok Sabha seat, where many of the ministers as well as sitting Congress MLAs had gone ahead and expressed their differences, and they had stated that no matter what, a ticket should not be given to the son-in-law of KH Muniappa, who is Chikka Peddana, saying that it is dynasty politics and family politics as well. But now seems like the Congress High Command is still not made a decision over this. So therefore, the MLAs are now going ahead and threatening to resign. They are threatening to resign, including the minister as well, Dr. MC Sudhakar, who is the Minister for Higher Education here, saying that if the Congress goes ahead, follows dynasty politics or family politics, they will make sure that they will resign too. This is a massive setback to the Congress. Remember, ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, the differences had been simmering for quite some time, not only within Kolar Lok Sabha constituency, but also with the Chikbalapur Lok Sabha constituency as well. But in the latest, looks like all hell has broken out loose out here in the state of Karnataka, because these fast-paced developments are happening in the corridors as well. When even the CM's political secretary has now come in here stating that he will also tender a resignation. This is massive here, because it is also includes the CM's a very close aide as well. Mr. Nazir Ahmad too is stating that he will resign. We did go ahead and try to speak to him, ask him as to what exactly was the reason for the difference as well. He stated that he will only speak to the Speaker and only then he will go ahead and make a final decision. So you are seeing that there is deployment. There is more and more deployment now. The cops are being called in here. They are bringing in barricades as well, and things could definitely turn out against the Congress as well. So the media is also now being sent away, where barricades are being moved here in Vijayan Saudha, even as the ministers as well as MLAs are making way. This could not stop with only 3 or 5 of them. We are speaking about 3 sitting legislators, which also includes a Congress minister, and we are also speaking about 2 MLCs over here, which also includes the political secretary of the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Nasir Ahmad too. So massive deployment being seen, the media being asked to go away. So this was something which was brewing to happen, but now we are seeing that almost all these leaders have reached the doorsteps of the Speaker of Karnataka. It was not expected that this would go on to happen. We're also getting to understand. We are seeing, now again we are seeing that the MLAs, the ministers might come out. Let's go across and take in a reaction. Let's take in a reaction from them. The Speaker is gone out now. This is massive. Let's go across.
ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೊರಟ್ಟಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 3 ಜನ ಶಾಸಕರು UT ಖಾದರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. UT ಖಾದರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 4 ಗಂಟೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಈಗ UT ಖಾದರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. UT ಖಾದರ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. UT ಖಾದರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನೇ MLC ರೀ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಜೀರ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ನಮ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ AICCಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು AICCಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ KPCCಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಕೋಲಾರ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲಗೈ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಬಂದಾಗಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಬೈರ್ತಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿ ಸಚಿವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಶಾಸಕರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವೀಗ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿ ಸಚಿವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಬಲಗೈ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಡೀರಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
You know, this is a massive out here. He's also now going ahead and also trying to meet the council speaker out here, Samiksha, and he's saying, yes, we will go ahead and decide on the resignation as well. Now, remember that the speaker of the assembly, Mr. UT Khadar, is in Bengaluru. So there are possibilities and chances that the MLAs might even travel to Bengaluru as well. So these are fast-paced developments and rapid developments. Saying the MLC is mincing no words. He's saying, why not go ahead and resign? He's saying that this is absolute family politics as well out here. So this is something which is massive. We will again try to go and get in a response from him out here, asking what the differences are about.
ಅವ್ರು ಅವಕಾಶ ವಂಚಿತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಹುಸಂಖ್ಯಾತರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಗೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಬಲ್ಲ ಮೂಲಗಳಿಂದ ಮುನ್ನೂರು ಕುಟುಂಬದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೌದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಅವರು ಈಗ ಶಾಸಕರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸಂಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರದೀಪ್ ಈಶ್ವರ ಮತ್ತು ಬೈರತಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನು?
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಲ್ಲ.
ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ವಾಪಸ್
Madam, I will tell you after resignation.
Sir, have you raised this issue with the Congress leadership?
Yes, already raised.
So what did the Congress leadership tell you, sir? What is the reason for your protest?
They told wait for some time, but we are not going to act.
ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಅಂತಿಮ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ನಿಮ್ಮದು?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, KPCC ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಇದು, ಸಾಕ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
You know, that is yet another Congress MLC out there, Samiksha. He's gone to meet the chairman of the council, Mr. Horati, outside. Inside the Vidhan Saudha. We are going inside the chambers now. Visuals have come in from the chambers of the honorable chairman of the council. These are visuals from the council's chamber in itself. We're looking at an MLC, an open rebellion out here. We will shortly wait in because he's gone to the chamber. He's gone inside the chambers. This Congress MLC is gone inside the chambers now. So this is a massive development out here.
Alright, we will keep a track on developments, but let's shift focus to more news break coming in. This one in relation to Forex violation case for trouble in relation to which trouble is only mounting for Mahua Moitra. In fact, we understand that the ED has summoned Mahua Moitra as well as Darshan Hiranandani. They've been asked to appear before the central agency tomorrow itself. So this is a Forex violation case for which Mahua Moitra and Darshan Hiranandani are under the scanner. They've been asked to appear before ED tomorrow. We will just go across to our reporters as well, but this is in relation to the Forex violation case for which Mahua has been summoned. So expelled TMC MB Mahua Moitra and Darshan Hiranandani have been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. This is the Forex violation case for which Mahua Moitra and Darshan Hiranandani have been asked to appear before the central agency tomorrow itself. All right, let's go across to our senior editor, Shravan, also, who's joining us from the Delhi newsroom. Shravan, if you can put this in context, give us details of this Forex violation case. And we understand that Mahua Moitra and Darshan Hiranandani have been summoned by the ED in this case.
Well, in fact, Samiksha, this is the second summon that has been sent out to expelled Trinamool Congress parliamentarian Mahua Moitra. In fact, she was asked to appear just about a few weeks ago, but remember, she had written to the Enforcement Directorate that she had prior engagement. That is the reason why she could not appear before the Enforcement Directorate. Now we're given to understand that she's once again been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate, asked to appear tomorrow. Along with her, Darshan Hiranandani too have been called in for questioning. But this is different than the cash for queries scam, in which the Central Bureau of Investigation has already registered a case. The Enforcement Directorate is also probing the matter. But however, this summon that has been sent out is with regards to a Forex exchange violation case that is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate. This was something that was spotted by the Income Tax Department, and the Income Tax Department had alerted the Enforcement Directorate. This is with regards to an NRI account that was being used allegedly by Mahua Moitra, where there have been suspicious transactions that have taken place, and she's essentially been asked to appear before the Enforcement Directorate to explain those transactions that have taken place. Now, whether at all there is any link to the cash for query scam, that appears to be at a preliminary stage, and that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate maintains that they could only come to some sort of a conclusion after a preliminary investigation is carried out in the Forex case.
Right, Shravan, thank you for the moment. So, Shravan, they're getting us the latest in Forex violation case. For now, shifting focus to more news break coming in, this one from the state of Maharashtra. Alright, so this is yet another election scoop. Raj Thackeray is likely to join the NDA fold in Maharashtra. The announcement, as we understand, is likely by this evening or tomorrow. Note that this in the backdrop of some marathon meetings that have also been held in the past few days. We understand that Raj Thackeray is to join the NDA fold. The announcement could come in today or by tomorrow itself. So Raj Thackeray all set to join the NDA fold with just days to go for the Loksabha polls. The announcement could be made by this evening or tomorrow. Note that there have been some back-to-back meetings with BJP top brass that Raj Thackeray has held, and we understand that this is on the expected lines that Raj Thackeray would be joining the NDA fold in Maharashtra. The announcement could be made by this evening or by tomorrow. We'll just go across to Sandeep as well for more details on that. But the announcement could be made by this evening. From what we understand, another boost for the BJP in the state of Maharashtra, while MVA remains in a state of flux and several of those defections also happening by the day. But this is in relation to the meetings that have been held over the past few days. Raj Thackeray also set to join the NDA fold in Maharashtra. And here's a look at news in brief from across the country. The BJP has released its list of star campaigners in the state of Madhya Pradesh. The list includes 40 names who will be the star campaigners for the party, including Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. Days after former Telangana governor filed her Loksabha nomination from South Chennai, Timisalai has begun her election campaign from Chennai. Timisalai said that under the BJP rule, the country is in a development mode.
First, I want to reveal the development practically. I took vada from a roadside shop. Owner is a women empowerment, and payment was by digital. So this is the development we all were dreaming. So no words to say about that. Everything practically revealed. This itself says we have to vote for Lotus because the development has reached the downtrodden level, to the street level, to the marginalized people, to the women. So I'm really very happy. So there is no anything I have to propagate. Everything is revealed here. Honorable Modi ji has reached to this level. Women empowerment, digital payment, everything is there. Our country is on development mode, so people will develop. Definitely vote for Lotus.
On contesting from Virudhunagar Assembly constituency, the DMDK candidate Vijay Prabhakaran said that he's taken this opportunity as a challenge, and the party's success rate along with its alliance AIADMK is so far so good.
I am looking forward to contest this election. I have taken this opportunity as a challenge in my life. I am looking forward to take up this election for the future of my party and the belief of my party members. And now we have a strong alliance with us. ADMK has joined with us. Since both parties are together, I am seeing the success rate is good in our side.
BJP leader Shubhendu Adhikari lashed out at the TMC, saying they are violating the model code of conduct. The BJP leader alleged that TMC removed Prime Minister Modi's picture from across the state and have put up thousands of posters of Mamata Banerjee instead.
पूरा प्रदेश से प्रधानमंत्री का सब छवि हटा दिया, लेकिन 10,000 प्लेस में ममता बनर्जी का पिक्चर। एयरपोर्ट से फ्लाईओवर तक टीएमसी का मंत्री, एमपी, कैंडिडेट सबका पिक्चर गवर्नमेंट प्लेस में लगा हुआ है। एमसीसी का वायलेशन हर आवर में, हर डे में ये लोग कर रहा है। इसमें इलेक्शन कमीशन को दूसरा प्रदेश में जो चल रहा है इस तरीके से बंगाल को ट्रीट करना नहीं चाहिए।
UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will start his poll campaign in 15 districts starting today. Chief Minister Yogi will be covering Mathura, Meerut and Ghaziabad in the coming days. And in news from the state of Karnataka, where massive Lokayukta raids are taking place across the state, more than 100 Lokayukta officials are conducting raids in as many as 60 different locations. Prajwal gets us this report.
The Karnataka Lokayukta has conducted a massive raid today across the entire state as well, with 130 officials raiding 13 government officers who were corrupt, and also with 60 locations where 13 SPs of the Lokayukta are heading this multi-district raid as well. 5 locations have been raided in Bengaluru. Raids are being conducted from Bengaluru North to Bengaluru South, from Bengaluru Rural to Bengaluru Central, and on the outskirts of the city from Kolar to Chikbalapur, and in North Karnataka, in several of these districts such as Bidar too, and in coastal Karnataka like Udupi and Uttara Kannada. So all said and done now, it is being understood that these 13 officials were under the Lokayukta's radar for a long period of time, and after which the Lokayukta has laid out a successful trap. Now it is being understood that properties worth crores of rupees are also being seized over there, where documents are being found. There is also cash which is also being found as well, and it is being estimated as to what is the source of income for all these assets that has been brought by these corrupt government officials.
And here's more news in brief. As per notification issued by Ministry of Home Affairs, IPS Sadanand Vasant has been appointed as DGP, Director General, of National Investigation Agency, and IPS Piyush Anand has been appointed as Director General of National Disaster Response Force. Meanwhile, Arvind Kejriwal's wife Sunita Kejriwal addressed the media stating that there's nothing wrong with the letter sent by Kejriwal to Delhi Minister Atish. Delhi High Court meanwhile is set to consider petition filed by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal challenging his arrest by ED in liquor policy case. The Central Election Committee of the Congress will hold a meet in Delhi to finalize candidates for the upcoming Loksabha polls today. BJP President JP Nadda has officially requested clarification from Dilip Ghosh regarding his comments about Mamata Banerjee.
A low-intensity Chinese grenade explosion took place in the Poonch town late last night. The explosion was reported at around 11:15 late last night, very near to the government hospital in the Poonch district. Soon after which, the security forces, including the Jammu and Kashmir Police, CRPF and the Indian Army, rushed to the spot and cordoned the entire area. From the spot, the lever of the grenade was not recovered so far, but the traces of the splinters were found on the walls and the nearby places, after which the security agencies are able to establish that it could be a Chinese grenade that was used to carry out this explosion. This comes 10 days after twin explosion of a similar nature that took place in the Bathuni village of the Rajouri, and that too at the night hours. Now the security agencies are trying to access the CCTV footages of the nearby area to nab the terrorists, those who are behind this. With Sir Jeevan Kumar, Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network.
Heading into a very short break. Coming up on the other side, the latest from Karnataka. NI conducts raids at 5 locations in Bengaluru capital blast. And Lokayukta conducts raids in as many as 60 locations across 13 districts across the state.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी भाषा तमिल भाषा हिंदुस्तान की है। मैं दुनिया को बताना चाहता हूं, सबसे पुरानी भाषा का गर्व प्राप्त है, वो मेरी तमिल भाषा है।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Now, the thing about sexism, like corruption, is that there are no grays. You cannot come out with a haphazard excuse to defend a publicly made disgusting sexist remark about a woman and then slither away and endorse it through collective silence. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what the Vadra Congress and the Vadra Gandhi family seem to be doing. For decades, the Congress party has tried to own the space of women in politics, presented and positioned themselves politically as the owners and beacons of hope for women in Indian politics just because Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister.
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है, हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं।
इंडी अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है। मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा।
Very good afternoon, viewers. We are live in Breaking Republic TV, and I'm Amit Shah with you. Let's get started with all the top stories making headlines this Wednesday afternoon. Home Minister Amit Shah makes a big announcement, says Centre mulling to revoke the AFSPA in Jammu and Kashmir. Armed forces to be pulled out from internal security duties in Kashmir. Arvind Kejriwal's wife Sunita Kejriwal addresses the media again from the CM's chair, says Chief Minister will produce evidence on the 28th of March. After Rekha Patra, Krishnanagar candidate Amrita Roy gets Prime Minister's call. Prime Minister tells her all black money seized by the ED will come back to the poor of Bengal. Sources say CBI to seek Arvind Kejriwal's custody after the Enforcement Directorate in the excise policy case. Huge blow to the Mahavikas Aghadi after issuing ultimatum. Prakash Ambedkar to contest elections alone, announces VBS candidate list. We have some breaking news coming in at the top of this hour. Rift between Congress and Uddhav Sena. Sources tell us that the Maharashtra Congress is upset with Uddhav Sena over Sangli. Now, sources tell Republic TV that the Congress is unhappy with Uddhav Thackeray claiming the Sangli seat. So the seat share tussle in the Mahavikas Aghadi continues. On one hand, you have Prakash Ambedkar alienating the Mahavikas Aghadi, and now there are more problems coming in for the Mahavikas Aghadi. The Congress and Uddhav Sena now in a tussle over the Sangli seat. In fact, this is a developing story that we are tracking right now, and we will get you more on that. But there is a rift over Sangli seat. My colleague Sandeep joins us live on the broadcast. For more, Sandeep, the trouble is not, stopping anymore. There are more and more troubles, mounting for the Mahavikas Aghadi, this time over Sangli seat.
Rakshita, yes, definitely. Remember, if you go through with the sequences that had taken place in the past, recently Sharad Pawar met Uddhav Thackeray separately, and then Balasaheb Thorat met Sharad Pawar separately. Now, in last 2 days, these two meetings are very crucial that took place between the leaders of Mahavikas Aghadi. Congress party has 3 MLAs within that Sangli constituencies, and Uddhav Thackeray has no local, stand-by regarding this very Sangli Loksabha seat, and Congress party was very adamant and wanted its own candidate at that very constituency. But despite that, despite the talks were still underway, it didn't took the consensus was not on Uddhav Sena, but ultimately Uddhav Thackeray decided to put out the name for Sangli constituency and has announced the name of the candidate from Sangli constituency of Maharashtra. Now, after this, the Congress party leader, Balasaheb Thorat, one of the senior leader in the Congress party, has issued a statement and has also spoken to media and said that they are upset with the fact the way Uddhav Thackeray had announced the seat of Sangli, as this was under Congress party to give the candidate. But ultimately Uddhav Thackeray didn't do that, and they have raised the concern, and there are high chances that Congress will in fact put out a candidate against Uddhav Thackeray. So it will be Mahavikas Aghadi candidate versus Mahavikas Aghadi candidate in Sangli Lok Sabha constituency. So definitely the things have been raised to high command. That is what being told by the Maharashtra Congress leaders right now, and the Maharashtra leaders will be intimating the high command right now, and they will be in fact deciding over putting up a candidate against Uddhav Sena specifically in Sangli. Rakshita.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Sandeep, for joining us with those details. So, trouble, of course, mounting in, rift between Congress and Uddhav Sena now over Sangli seat. And in fact, we have some more breaking developments coming in from Maharashtra viewers. Now, Maharashtra Congress leader has hit out at Uddhav Sena. Now, Maharashtra's Congress leader says Uddhav Thackeray camp wants to bury the Congress in Mumbai. Remember, the Congress is now slamming the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray Sena over Mumbai Northwest candidate Sanjay Nirupam. Sanjay Nirupam calls UBT candidate Amol Kirtikar Khichdi Chor. So, a war of words, and you can see the political discourse unfolding in Maharashtra viewers. Sanjay Nirupam, who's from the Congress party, calls Uddhav Thackeray Sena candidate Amol Kirtikar Khichdi Chor. Congress slams the UBT over Mumbai Northwest candidates. Remember, the rift is evident not just on the seat but also on the war of words. If you see what Nirupam has said. In fact, let's take a listen in first to what Nirupam had to say.
आज सुबह है शिवसेना ने मुंबई की 4 सीटों पर अपने उम्मीदवार घोषित कर दिए हैं और मेरी जो जानकारी है 5वें सीट का उम्मीदवार भी वो कल परसों तक घोषित कर देंगे। मतलब मुंबई की 6 सीटों में से 5 सीटों पर शिवसेना लड़ेगी और 1 सीट खैरात की तरह कांग्रेस के लिए छोड़ दी गई। यह पूरा जो फैसला है कांग्रेस पार्टी को मुंबई में दफन करने वाला फैसला है। मैं इस फैसले का निषेध कर रहा हूं, सबसे पहली बात ये। और इस निषेध में जो मैं निषेध कर रहा हूं इसमें शिवसेना का नेतृत्व का भी निषेध कर रहा हूं और कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व ने जिसने नेगोशिएशन में हिस्सा लिया वो लोग नेगोशिएशन सही ढंग से नहीं कर पाए, इसकी भी निंदा करता हूं, निषेध कर रहा हूं। शिवसेना ने जो उम्मीदवार घोषित किया है उत्तर पश्चिम के लिए, उसके बारे में मैं भूमिका पहले से स्पष्ट कर चुका हूं। उस उम्मीदवार के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप है, ईडी के द्वारा छानबीन जारी है और भ्रष्टाचार का भी जो आरोप है वह कोविड के जमाने में जो मुंबई के गरीब प्रवासी मजदूरों को मुफ्त भोजन कराने की जो योजना थी, उस योजना में से कॉन्ट्रैक्टर से उनने दलाली ली। जो खिचड़ी सप्लाई की गई थी उस खिचड़ी सप्लायर से उन्होंने दलाली खाई है, जिसकी छानबीन हो रही है। और ऐसे खिचड़ी चोर उम्मीदवार को शिवसेना ने हमारे सर पे थोपा है। हम इसका सरासर विरोध करते हैं। कम से कम मैं ऐसे खिचड़ी चोर उम्मीदवार के लिए काम नहीं करूंगा, ये मैं आज घोषणा कर रहा हूं।
All right, my colleague Sandeep continues to be with us live on the broadcast from Mumbai. Now, we just heard Sanjay Nirupam, Sandeep, and this, you can see where this rift is actually going. We saw, in our previous update that there is a tussle over the Sangli seat, but here you have a Sanjay Nirupam, out and out calling, a fellow, Mahavikas Aghadi leader, a khichdi chor and making so many allegations. What does it really depict? That there's more and more trouble in the camp.
Rakshita, Sanjay Nirupam statement just before, the Lok Sabha elections, that has come because Uddhav Sena had already announced the name of Amol Kirtikar. Sanjay Nirupam has been contesting elections from Mumbai North West, and ultimately he was very hopeful with the Congress leadership itself as well as the Mahavikas Aghadi leaders that he will be getting this very constituency, that is Mumbai Northwest. But ultimately, the Congress leaders left Sanjay Nirupam's seat and gave that seat to Amol Kirtikar, that is to Uddhav Sena. And this is the reason why Sanjay Nirupam is hitting out to not just the leadership within the Maharashtra Congress, but also the central leadership of Congress party. He didn't name Rahul Gandhi though, but yes, he mentioned that he had the Congress central leadership has also failed to address the issues of local party workers. Apart from this, he is also hitting out to Uddhav Sena because Amol Kirtikar is someone who has been summoned by Enforcement Directorate today in the alleged Khichdi scam case. If you go through with the COVID scam, there is a Khichdi scam wherein Amol Kirtikar is one of the person who was one of the beneficiary of this very scam, and he had got around 80 to 90 lakh rupees. So giving out a ticket to such a candidate will definitely, impact on the political career of Sanjay Nirupam itself, because remember, he has been in Rajya Sabha for 2 times. He was Loksabha MP, and he was considered to be one of the close associate of Rahul Gandhi. He was into the close circles of Rahul Gandhi. But despite that, this time he was not considered, and that is the reason why he has hit out to the central leadership as well as the state leadership of the Congress party, Rakshita. And also he is hitting out to the alliance members, specifically Amol Kirtikar and Uddhav Sena. So definitely what we are hearing from our sources, Rakshita, right now is Nirupam is also planning. Nirupam has clearly mentioned that he has multiple options now. The options are open for him right now, and definitely he is likely to switch the party. Now, after top leadership, that is Milind Devra, we saw in the past, we saw Ashok Chavan, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, switching from Congress party. It is very much clear now that Sanjay Nirupam may quit Congress party, and the exodus within the Congress party will continue. And that is the reason that today he had taken a press conference and hit out at the state and central leadership of Congress party as well. Rakshita.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Sandeep, for joining us with those details. So those are the updates coming in from Maharashtra. Lots happening within the Mahavikas Aghadi. The rift is out very clear now. We'll keep a track of more developments coming in. But now move on to some other breaking developments we are getting ahead of the Loksabha elections. Viewers, filing of nominations in the second phase of general elections will begin tomorrow after the Election Commission of India issues the Gazette notification for Phase 2. So that's a big update we have right now. The Election Commission has issued the notification for Phase 2, and filing of nominations for the second phase of general elections is all set to begin tomorrow. This after the Election Commission issued the Gazette notification. We have some more breaking developments coming in now, viewers. After we saw a phone call, now we have the Prime Minister speaking to more BJP candidates in a phone call with Raj Mata Amrita Roy, BJP candidate from Krishnanagar, West Bengal Prime Minister, Krishnanagar in West Bengal. Prime Minister Modi has said that he is exploring legal options to ensure that the money looted from the poor in West Bengal goes back to them through whatever assets and money the ED has attached from the corrupt. Now, Prime Minister also says in this telephonic conversation that on one hand, BJP is committed to uprooting corruption in the country. On the other hand, all the corrupt have come together to save each other. And Prime Minister, remember, has also expressed confidence that West Bengal will vote for Parivartan in the state. And Prime Minister Modi is speaking to the BJP candidates in West Bengal. Remember, yesterday he spoke to Rekha Patra, who is a Shondesh Kali survivor and also now contesting Boshirhat seat on a BJP ticket. Let's take a listen, in fact, to what Prime Minister said in this conversation.
अमृता जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार मोदी जी, आप तो बहुत आभारी हूँ। आप मुझे चांस दिए हैं लोगों की सेवा करने के लिए। हम 100% कोशिश करेंगे।
आपका चुनाव अभियान कैसा चल रहा है?
अभी तो हम निकले हैं, तो एक बीजेपी कोई उनका पिता का देहांत हो गया, हम इधर ही आए हुए हैं, तो अभी वापस जाके हम प्रचार में ही निकलेंगे।
अमृता जी, आप महाराजा कृष्णराय चंद जी की विरासत को आगे ले जा रही है।
एक बात आपको हम शेयर करना चाहेंगे, हम क्या कह सकते हैं?
जी जी जरूर, मुझे अच्छा लगेगा।
ये जो महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र का हम शामिली है, तो उसका भी ये लोग विरोध कर रहे हैं। क्या बोल रहे हैं कि वो ब्रिटिश के साथ साथ दिया था, फिर वो मैंने हम लोगों को गद्दार समझते हैं। क्यों किया वो नहीं बोल रहा है। इतना जमीन दान किया, इतना सब लोगों के लिए किया, भलाई के लिए किया, वो सब नहीं बोल रहे हैं। लेकिन क्या बोल रहे हैं, तो हम बोला कि क्यों किया ऐसा महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र, अगर नहीं करते तो हमारा सनातन धर्म तो पूरा खत्म हो जाता है कि नहीं। तो वो बात है, क्योंकि तब का वो जो नवाब थे सिराजुद्दौला, तो वो तो बहुत अत्याचारी भ्रष्टाचारी थे। तो उसीलिए उन्होंने तो अकेला नहीं किया, बहुत सारे राजाओं के मिलन हुआ, उसके बाद सभी ने किया। जगत सेठ भी थे और राजाओं थे, तो उसी सभी के मेहनत से ये काम सफल हुआ। तो अगर नहीं होता, आज हम हिंदू नहीं रह पाते, हमारा भाषा दूसरा होता, हमारा वेशभूषा एकदम अलग होता और सभी अलग हो जाते। हम तो दूसरों के अधीन रहते ना, यही बात है।
अमृता जी, बचपन में हमारे यहाँ हम लोगों को जो पढ़ाया जाता था, उसमें कृष्णचंद्र राय की समाज सुधार का काम, बंगाल के विकास का काम, बंगाल के विकास के मॉडल, ये सब सुनने को मिलता था बचपन में। अब देखिए, ये वोट बैंक की राजनीति करने वाले लोग हैं, तो बहुत ही अनाप शनाप आरोप लगाएंगे और 300 साल पहले की घटना निकालेंगे, 200 साल पहले की घटना निकालेंगे और बदनाम करने का प्रयास करेंगे। वे खुद अपने जो वर्तमान पाप है उसको छिपाने के लिए वो ऐसी चीजें ढूंढते रहते हैं। लेकिन जब भगवान राम की बात आती है, तो वो कहते हैं कि सबूत कहाँ है, इतनी पुरानी बात क्यों निकालते हो। लेकिन जब कृष्णचंद्र राय की बात आती है तो वो तुरंत निकालते हैं। तो इस प्रकार से उनके दोगलापन होता है और आपको इसका बिल्कुल मन में प्रेशर नहीं लेना चाहिए। आपने तो बंगाल का उज्जवल भविष्य और आपका स्वयं का जीवन भी लोगों के लिए रहा है।
हाँ जी।
और आपके सामने बंगाल की विरासत को बचाने की भी चुनौती है, और आप इसे कैसे देख रही हैं? आप?
हम पॉजिटिवली देख रहे हैं। हमारा लड़ाई जो है लोगों का सेवा के लिए है, करप्शन हटाने के लिए है और वंचित लोगों के उपकार में आने के लिए है।
आपने देखा होगा, इन दिनों लड़ाई 2 खेमों में बट गई है।
एकदम।
एक हमारा खेमा है जो इस देश से भ्रष्टाचार को मिटाने के लिए कदम उठा रहा है, और दूसरा हमारे सामने वाला खेमा है, वो भ्रष्टाचारियों को बचाने के लिए इकट्ठे होना, एक दूसरे को बचाने के लिए लड़ाई लड़ना, आरोप करना, और जिन्होंने पहले खुद ने आरोप किए थे वो भी उनको बचाने में लग गए हैं। यानी उनके लिए देश उनकी प्राथमिकता नहीं है, सत्ता ही उनकी प्राथमिकता है। और इसलिए चुनाव में हमने भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत बनाने के लिए लड़ना ही लड़ना है, क्योंकि हमारे देश के युवाओं का भविष्य उज्जवल बने, इसलिए भ्रष्टाचार से मुक्त देश होना ही चाहिए।
आपको देखकर ही हम आए हैं।
जी अमृता जी, मैं बहुत आपका आभारी हूं, क्योंकि हमारी टोली को आपने जब ये बताया तो मुझे जरूर लगा कि मुझे एक बार आपसे बात करनी चाहिए। अमृता जी, बंगाल के अन्य इलाकों की तरह
हाँ जी,
कृष्णा नगर में भी बीजेपी को बहुत उम्मीद के नजर से देखा जाता है। अब आप वहां लोगों से मिल रही हैं आपको भी लोगों का उत्साह उमंग फील होता होगा।
बहुत जनों ने बोला उन लोगों का डीए अटक गया। बहुत जनों ने बोला स्कूल में भर्ती कराने के लिए लाखों का पैसा चाहिए। बहुत जनों ने बोला हमको बोला था कि घर देंगे, नहीं दिया। तो क्या बोले इसको?
अमृता जी, मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूँ।
हाँ जी।
मैं एक लीगल एडवाइस ले रहा हूँ।
हाँ प्लीज बोलिए।
हमने बंगाल में ये ईडी वालों ने करीब 3,000 करोड़ रुपया इनका अटैच किया हुआ है। अब ये पैसा गरीब आदमी का पैसा है। किसी ने शिक्षक होने के लिए पैसा दिया, किसी ने क्लार्क होने के लिए पैसा दिया।
वो सभी लोग जानते हैं। वो एकदम फेडअप हो गया, एकदम हाल छोड़ दिया। हम जो देख रहे हैं टीएमसी के ऊपर बहुत लोग नाराज है क्योंकि ये सब बहुत अत्याचार हो रहा है।
तो मैं जो लीगल एडवाइस ले रहा हूँ, तो मेरी इच्छा ये है, अगर मुझे लीगल एडवाइस मिलेगी तो नई सरकार बनते ही जो भी कानूनी प्रावधान करना पड़ेगा, कुछ नियम बनाने पड़ेंगे, तो मैं ये जो 3,000 करोड़ रुपया है, जो गरीब लोगों का पैसा है और जिसने इस प्रकार का पैसा रिश्वत में दिया है, उन सबको मैं वापस पैसा करना चाहता हूं। तो आप पब्लिक में जरूर बताइए कि मोदी जी से मेरी फोन पर बात हुई है और उन्होंने कहा है कि बंगाल के लोग विश्वास करें कि जो 3,000 करोड़ रुपया ईडी ने अटैच किया हुआ है, वो 3,000 करोड़ रुपया गरीबों का पैसा है बंगाल के, और वो उनको वापस देने के लिए कोई न कोई रास्ता मैं खोजूंगा। ये जरूर बताइए आप लोगों को।
हम बोलेंगे।
अमृता जी, पूरे बंगाल में बड़ी संख्या में लोग बीजेपी के साथ आ रहे हैं। जब आप क्षेत्र के लोगों से बात करती है, वो क्या बात करते हैं? अपनी अपेक्षाएं आपको बताते हैं क्या?
हाँ बताते तो हैं। आपके कामों पे हमारा भरोसा है, ये सब बताते हैं। और हम पूछते हैं कि महुआ मैत्रा का क्या होगा? बोलो उसको तो जेल ही जाना है।
अच्छा, लोग बोलते हैं।
हाँ जी।
अच्छा, ये मोदी की गारंटी को लेकर आपके लोकसभा के क्षेत्र में लोगों तक बात पहुंची है?
हाँ, हम तो बोले हैं। तो बोला मोदी जी की तरह हमारा भी गारंटी है, हम जरूर कोशिश करेंगे आपका सेवा में आने का।
अमृता जी, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात कर करके, और मुझे विश्वास है कि आप विजयी होकर के आपके परिवार की जो बंगाल की सेवा करने की परंपरा रही है, उस परंपरा को आप आगे बढ़ाएगी।
आपने चांस दिया है, इसलिए हम आभारी हैं। आपने ये चांस मुझे सौंपा है।
बस आप जीत करके आइए, हम मिलकर के बंगाल के लोगों की बहुत सेवा करेंगे। और आप भी जीतने के बाद पहले 100 दिन में कृष्णनगर में क्या करना है, उसका पूरा काम निकाल के रखिए। मैं पूरी तरह आपके साथ खड़ा रहूंगा, और उसमें से जो भी काम भारत सरकार को करने होंगे, वो तुरंत कराने का हम प्रयास करेंगे।
आपका आशीर्वाद मुझे चाहिए बस
जनता का आशीर्वाद हम सबको चाहिए। जनता का आशीर्वाद ही हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत है।
लेकिन आप मुझे गाइड करिए, ये हमारा रिक्वेस्ट है।
नहीं, बिल्कुल हम संपर्क में रहेंगे, और मेरी आपको बहुत शुभकामनाएं हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जी।
नमस्कार।
Right, we have a breaking news coming in right now. Trouble brews in for Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter. ED has registered a money laundering case in the Cochin Minerals Retail Limited scam, and the matter, remember, was earlier being probed by the SFIO. And now the role of Veena Vijayan is under the ED scanner. Kerala Chief Minister's daughter Veena Vijayan is under the scanner as an alleged beneficiary of this scam. Now, according to ED sources, the shareholders were cheated in this scam. Get you more details on that. There have been several. All right, my colleague Ashwin is joining us live on the broadcast for more. Remember, Ashwin, there were, of course, Veena Vijayan's role was earlier under scanner because of a firm that was owned by her. But now, explain to us about this case and what's the allegation against her, or why she's being probed here.
Yes, Rakshita, in fact, a very big breaking news is that, coming first on Republic, is that Kerala Chief Minister's daughter, Veena Vijayan, there's a case that has been registered by the Enforcement Directorate in a case related to laundering of money. Now, the case involves Veena Vijayan and the company called as Exalogic, registered in Bengaluru, where it has been stated that she has been receiving money to the tune of rupees 1.72 crores as monthly wages, and this was a quid pro quo, is what has been alleged. And after which the case was taken up earlier by the Income Tax Interim Settlement Board, followed by which the report was passed on, and then it was again taken by the Serious Fraud Investigation Office in Bengaluru. Further to which, the latest update is that the Enforcement Directorate has found there is a money laundering angle to it, because under which PMLA, this case, Enforcement Directorate can take it. Around 6 other companies have been summoned by the SFIO in this regard just 2 days ago, and it is in this juncture that the Enforcement Directorate is coming into picture, which makes this case even more serious. So certainly big trouble mounting in for Chief Minister's daughter, and also at the time when there is already a case that has been investigated by several agencies. Back to you, Rakshita.
Ashwin, in fact, stay with us. We also have a senior editor, Shravan Sen, joining us live from the newsroom. Shravan, remember, in January also, there were demands from the opposition in Kerala for a court-monitored ED CBI probe into this IT company that's allegedly owned by Kerala Chief Minister's daughter. And now, just ahead of the Loksabha elections, we have some big trouble brewing in for him.
Well, in fact, after the SFIO, the ED has now also stepped in. We are given to understand ECIR, which is an FIR equivalent, has already been registered in the CMRL scam. We'll try and explain this to our viewers, what this scam is all about, but why exactly is the Kerala Chief Minister's daughter, Veena Vijayan, under the scanner? That's because her company is an alleged beneficiary as far as the money laundering scheme is concerned. Now, what's important to point out here is that, is there a predicate offence? Because that is exactly what the argument has now been put forth. But remember, there is also a Supreme Court case law in which there is an instruction that is given to the Enforcement Directorate that if at all there is a money laundering angle, the Enforcement Directorate is well within its rights to probe this entire matter, and they perhaps need not wait for a scheduled offence in this particular case. Now, that's exactly why, for the first time, perhaps you're essentially looking at a matter that the Enforcement Directorate has picked up without a scheduled offence in this particular case. Now, why exactly is this scam so very important and perhaps means more trouble for the Chief Minister's daughter? Is because, remember, she's already appeared before the SFIO. The matter was already being probed by it. It's about a public listed company, that is the CMRL, and there has been a diversion of funds that have taken place, and a private company has been benefited. Now, this private company happens to be a company which has been linked to Kerala Chief Minister's daughter, Veena Vijayan, and that is the reason why she's also now under the scanner. Let's also underscore the point here that no summons have now been issued to the Chief Minister's daughter, because this case has just been registered, and we are getting a confirmation from our sources within the Enforcement Directorate here in the national capital that the case has already been registered, the probe has already begun, and in all likelihood summons will also be issued in the days to come. But as of now, no summons have been issued to the Kerala Chief Minister's daughter, but she's certainly under the scanner because they suspect that she is an alleged beneficiary.
All right. Thanks so much, Ashwin and Shravan, for joining us with those details on that developing story. So that's a big update we have. ED sources tell us that the shareholders were cheated in this alleged scam, and it's trouble coming in for Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter, Veena Vijayan. We'll send to a short break right now, viewers, but on the other side, we get you more updates on the big story we are tracking. Home Minister Amit Shah has made a big announcement, remember, saying that the centre is willing to revoke the AFSPA in Jammu and Kashmir. Armed forces said to be pulled out from internal security duties.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
शक्ति शब्द होता है, हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं।
इंडिया अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है। मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा।
We need India, there's no doubt about that.
For the first time, perhaps, after he took office, that he's speaking perhaps the right language in the context of India.
Well, yes, that also, I believe, has relationship or links to your invitation to me, and that I was able to be there and I was able to.
Home Minister Amit Shah makes a big announcement. Armed forces to be pulled out from internal security duties in Kashmir. Expelled TMC MP Mahua Moitra and Darshan Hiranandani summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in the Forex violation case. Showdown between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP continues in the national capital over Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Sources say Maharashtra Congress upset with Uddhav Sena over Sangli seat. Sanjay Nirupam calls Amol Kirtikar Khichdi Chor. Arvind Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, addresses media once again from the Chief Minister's chair, says CM will produce evidence on the 28th of March. After Rekha Patro, Krishnanagar candidate Amrita Roy gets Prime Minister's call. Prime Minister tells her all the black money seized by the ED will come back to the poor of Bengal. All right, we have some breaking news coming in right now. The water wars have begun on the streets of Bengaluru. Now, you can see we're getting you video of the wars on the streets of Bengaluru between residents of two areas. Many parts of Bengaluru, remember, have been hit by severe water shortage. And there's a video coming in from Bengaluru's Vijayan. Now, Bengaluru residents fighting over water supply is being clearly caught on camera, and the situation has been really critical as far as water is concerned. Viewers, the city has been running dry in several parts, and you can see now that a huge crowd of people. You can see, people facing off there on the streets. This is a video coming in from Bengaluru, where the residents are fighting over water supply. This video is from Vijayanagar of Bengaluru, and the water shortage, remember, still continues for the city of Bengaluru, and the water crisis is dire. And right now you can see some some videos coming out from Bengaluru. You can see the street wars, in fact. This is first and exclusive Republic TV. Republic TV and Republic Kannada, remember, continues to get you the latest on the water crisis in Bengaluru. The water scarcity, remember, has affected daily life in the city. And remember, there have been families who have been fined also for wasting drinking water. And right now you can see on your screens, those are the water wars, or you can say street wars, so to speak, in Bengaluru, where people are actually fighting over water. Such is the situation, viewers. There's a summer coming in also. There has been a heat wave advisory also already in Karnataka. And the Bengaluru water crisis is only adding to the woes of the residents, of the people of Bengaluru. We'll get you more updates on that, but that's a video coming in from the streets of Bengaluru where people are literally fighting over water. Now, viewers, massive Lokayukta raids are taking place throughout Karnataka. More than 100 Lokayukta officials are carrying out raids at over 60 different locations. The operations are being led by 13 SPs and 12 deputy SPs.
The Karnataka Lokayukta has conducted a massive raid today across the entire state as well, with 130 officials raiding 13 government officers who were corrupt, and also with 60 locations where 13 SPs of the Lokayukta are heading this multi-district raid as well. 5 locations have been raided in Bengaluru. Raids are being conducted from Bengaluru North to Bengaluru South, from Bengaluru Rural to Bengaluru Central, and on the outskirts of the city from Kolar to Chikbalapur, and in North Karnataka, in several of these districts such as Bidar too, and in coastal Karnataka like Udupi and Uttara Kannada. So all said and done now, it is being understood that these 13 officials were under the Lokayukta's radar for a long period of time, and after which the Lokayukta has laid out a successful trap. Now it is being understood that properties worth crores of rupees are also being seized over there, where documents are being found. There is also cash which is also being found as well, and it is being estimated as to what is the source of income for all these assets that has been brought by these corrupt government officials.
All right, we have a breaking development coming in right now. India has raised objections to the United States remarks on Arvind Kejriwal. Ministry of External Affairs has summoned the US envoy. Ministry of External Affairs has held a meeting with the envoy for 40 minutes. And remember, this comes in after US diplomat made comments to a news agency speaking over Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Remember, there was Germany also first speaking on that, and New Delhi had reacted strongly to it, saying that this is blatant interference in an internal matter. And now, even with the US, India has raised objections on the remarks from a State Department spokesperson. And now we can, what we are getting to know is that 40-minute long meeting was held. 40-minute long meeting was held between United States Acting Deputy Chief of Mission. He was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs office in Delhi's South Block. And of course, we're waiting for more details, what really transpired. Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the phone line for more. Now, after Germany's representative was summoned by New Delhi, Abhishek, it's the US's turn. US had also, the State Department spokesperson had commented on Arvind Kejriwal's arrest, and what we understand is that there has been a 40-minute long meeting.
Well, yes, Rakshita, so we are getting a statement coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs following the demarche issued to the United States. And the statement says, in diplomacy, states are expected to be respectful of the sovereignty and internal affairs of others. More so, responsibility is greater if it's a case of fellow democracy. So sort of panning the United States there for commenting on something which is an absolutely integral process of India, the legal process which is going on, supervised by the topmost levels of judiciary. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal's petition is in the Delhi High Court. The entire case has gone from the lowest court of the country to the Supreme Court, and is being effectively monitored because of those hearings. And for United States now, or for the Germans earlier to be making the kind of comments that they did, it does not look good and does not reflect well on the kind of long-term, deep, engaging, strategic, in-depth partnership that exists between India and the United States, and of course with Germany as well. So I think India making it amply clear by this demarche and summoning the Deputy Chief of Mission that this kind of interference would not be approved, even if it comes from friendly democracies. And in fact, they should desist in the larger interest of the relationship from making these kind of comments. So United States is as vibrant, strong and raucous democracy as India is, and they should have understood better than anyone else. For once, maybe you can expect the Chinese to be poking their finger, but then coming as it does from the United States does not look good, and that's why there's kind of a strong reaction coming in from India with this, with the Ministry of External Affairs releasing the statement and summoning the Deputy Chief of Mission of the United States to the South Bloc and making our strong objection known to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for joining us with those details. So India sending out a very clear message that New Delhi will not entertain any kind of interference in the internal matter. This is a judicial process that is going on. And once again, let us tell you that India has summoned the chief of mission there, US, and we have had the meeting, a 40-minute long meeting between with the envoy, with the US Department spokesperson reacting to Arvind Kejriwal and commenting on it. You can see media trying to talk to her, but there were no comments on the meeting. In fact, viewers, we are tracking this another top story today. It's from Jammu and Kashmir. According to media reports, Home Minister Amit Shah has hinted that the central government could be willing to revoke the controversial AFSPA, that is the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in Jammu and Kashmir. While speaking to a local media channel, Amit Shah says the centre also has plans to pull back troops and leave the L&O responsibilities solely to the Jammu and Kashmir police. Now, this is a big update we have. We are tracking since morning. There's going to be a review of AFSPA in Kashmir. In fact, let's take a listen into what the Home Minister had to say.
जम्मू कश्मीर में धारा 370 की आड़ में अलगाववादी विचार को एक विचारधारा बनाकर जम्मू कश्मीर के युवाओं को आतंक के रास्ते पर घसीट दिया गया, जिसका पाकिस्तान ने दुरुपयोग किया और जम्मू कश्मीर में 40,000 से ज़्यादा युवा विगत 4 दशक में मारे गए। आज जम्मू कश्मीर शांति की ओर आगे बढ़ा है, टेररिज्म खत्म हो रहा है, 2 दरबार की परंपरा समाप्त हो चुकी है, पत्थरबाजी लगभग नहीं 0 हो चुकी है, भ्रष्टाचार रोकने के लिए एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो बन चुका है, जनता का पैसा जनता के पास पहुंच रहा है, पठानकोट की नाका परमिट समाप्त हो चुकी है। 33 साल के बाद आज जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम रात्रि के शो में भी सिनेमा में पिक्चर का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं। 30 साल के बाद मुहर्रम का जुलूस निकला है और G20 का आयोजन दुनिया भर के लोग कश्मीर में होते हुए बदलाव को देखकर गए हैं। तो बहुत समय के बाद, लगभग 35 साल के बाद जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता आज शांति का माहौल का अनुभव